Tonight I feast.
There were 5 distinct families of vampires, each one coming from the first vampires, or original ones made by Neferata. These families were called Bloodlines. The von Karsteins were the descendants of Vashanesh, or Vlad as we know him now. Not much is known of his life before he became Vlad. This line is seen as having close ties to wolves and bats. They are the hereditary rulers of Sylvania. The blood dragons we have covered. They are fallen knights, often from the knightly orders of the Empire or Bretonnia. They are portrayed as souls in suffering, neither good or evil. They just want to fight and perfect their art. The Lamian bloodline is nearly entirely female. They are descended from Neferata, the original vampire, or vampiress. They base their concepts around seduction and influencing their enemies through subterfuge. Neferata was the queen of the city-state of Lamia, and was the first of all of the vampires. The Necrarchs appear monstrous and ancient. They're weaker in combat, but have the greatest magical capabilities of the vampiric bloodlines. They're often solitary researchers working on more terrible spells. They tend to field armies of undead, spellcasters, and zombie dragons. And finally, the Strigoi. They are the most monstrous in appearance and are huge in their builds. They are descendants of Ushuran, who with his followers fled north to what is now the Badlands and built a great empire. It was destroyed by the treachery of Neferata and orcs under her sway. They have since fled all over the world, being hunted or shunned by other bloodlines. Their strength is in brute force rather than skill at arms like the Blood Dragons. Now we have a battle where the Red Duke may fall. Here is by far one of the most epic and deadly battles I've ever fought in my Total War career. I've said it a few times, but each time I say it, something new has taken its place. Right now, we're under attack. The Red Duke is being attacked. If you remember where he was last at, he was close to an Imperial town. Now we have 3 armies coming at him. They have over 4,000 men, counting all the war wagons and horsemen too, in addition to their artillery. We're in a lot of trouble. They have Demigryph Knights, they have so much more. The Red Duke can usually fly in and destroy everyone, but right now you can see all the flashes from their guns. They're doing damage to him. He's charging in right now because we've got to. Karl Franz is here too. They're all moving in to fight him. Karl needs to go, and he needs to go quickly. When I saw this battle happening, I thought to myself, I could probably pull back and be okay. But where's my fun in that? Where's my challenge? And so we're here now. The Red Duke is going to fight here for a little bit. I can't leave him here. Look at the damage he's taking. We've seen him fight many times, but we've never seen him take so much damage so quickly. He's all buffed up right now, 993 or more weapon strength. Over here is my formation. Again, very hard. They have so much artillery. So I brought in some units over here. Our White King, Albric, our Necromancer, Sir Nigel, and the Wages of Treachery. I thought over here having my artillery was a good idea, but they appear to be much less accurate than they used to be. They were so accurate in Season 1. I don't know if they were tweaked or patched. I feel like whenever I do too well, things get tweaked. So they might have been. But here's the Red Duke now, still fighting. Hopefully, a few bits of their artillery will misfire. That Celestial Wizard is nearly dead, but not quite. We can't get to Karl. He's got too many men. And so they're all still fighting. Let's go back. I mean, again, they're going to have more soldiers coming in. They're at 3,300, but more will be coming in. They're just maxed out right now. Now, what really got me is what these Demigryph Knights are going to do to my poor faction. But we'll check it out in a little bit. Anyway, they have war wagons too. I'm trying to expend some of their ammunition because, my God, they've got so much artillery. They need to go. Do you really want wheels on that? I don't know. You do what you want to do, friend. Let's have a look over here now. The Red Duke is still fighting. He's at only 64 kills, which is not a lot. Now Demigryphs are moving in. They're still all coming after the Red Duke. He's doing his best right now to bloody them up. Now, what I'm also doing is pretty twisted. I have the Red Duke here because I know they have a lot of artillery, so I'm using their own artillery against all of them. Let's move back to the other side now. Now we have knights that are charging in. They're moving in, and my wages can keep them busy, but I don't know if they can rightly beat them. No, again, I'm just using all of their artillery against all of them. That way there's just friendly fire killing their own soldiers. There's bodies all over now. That's not all from the Red Duke. He's killed 87, but not that many. and he's still taking a lot of damage. We're just using Invocation to keep him going. There are handgunners close by. We are trying to chase all of them away. They do have Demigryph Knights who are just pushing on through because of how powerful they are. Demigryph Knights are no joke. They're charging up the hill. And that's what I realized. They have another target in mind. They're heading towards my artillery. Here's our Shrine of Ill Omen. It's meant to be a great location to defend from, but again, my trebuchet just was not getting a lot of hits. It was very unfortunate. These poor men, a few of them have been launched over the cliff. They're not going to be back. I think they're done for. Now the Red Duke is flying back to help out. 93 kills. You can see the damage they've taken, but does it really matter that much? Not really. They're going to have more moving in eventually. At least we negated a bit of their artillery. My trebuchet crew was torn apart. The Red Duke has come in to go fight these Demigryph Knights. Not for too long though, because again, we're having to deal with more artillery. We have more enemies over here that are all bunched up like a bunch of swordsmen. They have an Archlector evidently. A Grand Shield of Faith. 22 damage resistance, wow. Our White King moved in to distract them. There's their Archlector close by with his flaming attacks. How deadly. The handgunners are still close by, not killing anything just yet. Here's Karl Franz charging in too. We certainly need to get rid of old Carl. Old Carlito. The ladies are trying. They're doing what they can. These Demigryph Knights though are nearly impossible for me to break down. I mean, 50 kills already. Keep in mind, 50 kills where I'm already outnumbered. That isn't great for me. Red Duke has moved in. We've moved back our crew. That way they can try to survive and come back later. They've gotten over 100 kills, but not nearly enough. Not enough to stop them. I mean, look at what they're doing right now. They're all moving up. That is such a large Imperial army. And now they're all moving up this hill. All these war wagons too. More knights charging in. What am I ever to do? And so we can move in our units soon. Our Mortis engine was taking a lot of damage. I don't even know what was hitting it. It's so easy to take down. I don't know what damage. I will have to look at that. There's gotta be like something, because it just like loses big chunks of health out of nowhere, which I'm not used to, because I've used a lot of Mortis engines in my day. Back in my day, when I was an old necromancer. Now I'm ancient. Red Duke is helping out with a few Imperial Knights. Trying to stymie another advance by them. The Dread Wings are charging in too. They're very fragile, very strong, but very fragile. They're fighting these knights who had 89 kills. Now they're being destroyed. The Mortis engine is moving in, giving a nice aura to nearby Dread Wings, and so they're able to at least heal up a little bit. Have a look over here. Now Carl's attacking Albrecht of Bordelot. He's like, ah ha ha ha! I'm running circles around you, idiot. The mortars are moving up too. They're at 36 kills. We still have more to take out. You can see the wave still advancing right now. The Red Duke is still trying to fight against these Demigryph Knights, and we're unable to. And they continue to move up the hill now. There's some artillery attacks too from that Hellstorm rocket battery. Hopefully they get some misfiring going on. They haven't done too much damage, but they're still launching a few rockets over. Slowly heading towards my units. Doing quite a bit of damage, it seems. There goes my Mortis engine. I mean, if they were aiming at that, they did a lot of damage to it so quickly, but I suppose it might have been their crossbow attacks, but who really knows? Here comes more bolts now. Our units are trying to move in. We're still fighting a lot of Imperials. It's a very dark battle. I turned up the gamma and brightness as much as I could without it looking really washed out and strange. The Red Duke is not in the middle of all of them. He's going to be here for a little while. He's got to be here to stop them, keep them busy so that my units can move in for the larger attack. Unfortunately, we've got some more issues going on. Our Crypt Horrors have moved in too. They've charged in. They're fighting a bunch of swordsmen, showing them how to hoist properly. It's all about the gains, life gains. Over here, we're fighting war wagons, keeping them preoccupied. That way they're not launching more mortar shells at us. We're still fighting these Demigryph Knights. I mean, despite all of them getting completely stabbed and impelled by something, they're still charging in at my wages of treachery. They're going to win that fight, no matter how much I want to win that fight. 5 left, and they're still fighting hard. They're not giving up. Over here in the woods, we're losing our skeleton spearmen. These halberdiers have 40 armor, 30 weapon strength, and they're fighting hard. They're still in the middle of it, and right behind them is the Red Duke, still fighting in the middle of all of their soldiers right now. launching soldiers back, killing them, gnawing at them, destroying them, terrorizing all of them. And while that's happening, let's have a look at what they have left. A lot of crossbows and handgunners. My Dreadwings are desperately trying to go after more of them. And I have Blood Knights now charging in. Let's get a good macro overview. My Blood Knights are trying to charge in. They're being destroyed too. We'll be using Invocation of Nehek to keep them alive. We're still trying to eliminate these units over here that are stopping us from advancing. And if we look elsewhere, we can see that the Archlector is now dead. We actually just caught him right as he died. So the Archlector is done for right now. And here's an Empire Captain who's still alive, who's at 24 kills, probably about to get more. He's in the middle of his men, fighting very well and destroying our Graveguard altogether. We have some Dimigriffs from behind who have come back in, probably that little small group, so they're still doing damage to us. And these Cryptors are still going after Karl Franz. Oh, Karl. 56 kills by Karl. He's got 86 melee attack. He's got a very high melee attack. He's a tough guy, and he's able to regenerate too. No wonder he's like staying in the fight for so long. But our Bloodrakes are still charging in. I mean, look at how outnumbered we are, but we're still trying to charge into the middle of all of them. The Red Duke now has over 400 kills, but still way too many for us to deal with right now. If we keep on looking over here, our Dreadwings are trying so hard to get into the middle of all of these ranged units, but even if we hit some of them, they could still move and attack us, and there we go. Nightmares for all of them. Hundreds are dying. But for every Dreadwing they take out, I'm in trouble. They killed a lot over here. They must have gotten a lot of shots through. The Blood Knights are also trying to hit, but again, there's just too many ranged units to hit at any one time. You can see all the bodies though from all of our charges, and the Red Duke is just launching men down the hill right now. My God, this battle has been something indeed. Over here, the Cryptors are still fighting. They're fighting swordsmen now, punching right through them. They don't really have much to offer when it comes to fighting Cryptors who are able to debuff them with their poisonous attacks. I mean, that debuff is pretty extreme too. Minus 20% of weapon damage, speed, and a bunch of other stats as well. So when they fight you, you're weaker than you should be. And over here, we're still fighting some Halberds. We can't quite beat them. Again, Graveguard just do not feel as powerful in CTT, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with them. Then again, I don't have them like fully buffed up with my red skill line as I usually do. So that might be like the big thing that's keeping them held back. But there's the Red Duke now, still charging in. We're trying to go after Karl Franz, who just lost a big chunk of his health. If we can get rid of him, that would be great. I'm also trying to get rid of so many enemy leaders. And if we can't do that, they're just gonna stay strong the entire time. There's Free Company shooting us from behind, and Karl Franz has gone tumbling down. We have wounded Karl Franz. Looks dead to me, but whatever. Over here, our Blood Drakes are at nearly 200 kills, but they're getting slaughtered. There's only 10 left. Over here are my Dreadwings, only 2 left. They've killed how many? Let's see. Oh, they were wiped out. We'll have to check out after the battle now. 21 kills by the crossbowmen. It was just hard to get my cursor on their banner. And they have new units moving in now too. Archers, they're all very well trained. More huntsmen. They've got over here a mortar moving in. We're at 12 minutes into this battle. It's happening to be a very, very long battle. And what else do we have? The Blood Drakes are still charging in right now. If we keep on looking around, we have more knights trying to keep them busy. The Outriders I fear a lot. They have armor piercing, and here comes our Cryptors moving down the hill, still plummeting their hammers right into people, their clubs. And let's see now. Hey man, that's dumb. Come on. Back here, we're still fighting a battle. The Red Duke has helped out. Just look at the sheer amount of bodies. It's a wasteland of corpses. Our crew came back briefly, but those Demigriffs, they're still here. There's 2 left, and they're still fighting. They're at 69 kills. They had, what, 40 kills? Now they have 69. Now they have 70, and they're still fighting my Skeleton Warriors. They're not dying yet. They have 90 health. Come on, someone cut them down. There's only 1 left now. Cut him down. Get rid of him. He needs to go away, and he's down. We finally got those Demigriff Knights. It took a long time. Let's look at the battle right now. We have very few left. We're still fighting all over. We're trying to encounter anything we can. Our Graveguard are still fighting these Free Company militiamen who have 35 kills. If we look elsewhere, like over here, our Red Duke has over 500 kills right now. He's fighting Outriders because they need to die too. And over here we have our Skeleton Warriors still fighting, and we have a few Crypt Horrors too. Now, Crypt Horrors are great in CTT. They do so much damage. What I really need are units to bind down my foes. I don't think zombies would have been sufficient either, and my Skeletal Warriors do die quickly. If I had a more summon-heavy army, I think I would have had a better shot, like getting a bunch of zombies in. That would have given me a better shot, but I would need that no degradation mod, in order to make sure that my zombies stay on the battlefield, which means if they summon stuff into, it'll stay. Like if they have some type of bestial wizard who's doing stuff, then he would be able to do that. But anyway, there's Huntsman over here. The Red Duke is still charging in. He's at 9,000 health, but look at that. He's unable to regenerate. He's regenerated over 8,000 health, 8,091 health, which means he would have been dead just about if he didn't regenerate at all. That's why Vampire Lords are so powerful. They can stay in a fight like that. Our Crypt Horrors are trying to charge in now. They're going after various targets. 165, but I mean, again, we're just being caught in crossfires that we cannot hope to deal with right now. We're outnumbered. We have 310 left. They have 1,200 left. We're killing a lot of them, but just not enough to win the battle. I probably should have moved back everyone and had them wait, but no, I don't even think that would have helped. They're still attacking the Red Duke. He's dropping in health. He's at over 600 kills now. If we go look around the map, there's only a few units left. Like over here, we've got 2 Blood Drakes who have over 200 kills. They're going after some crossbowmen. There's 30 over in that group. We have over here some Red Mist Graveguard, and over here some Skeleton Warriors still charging in, going after Halberdiers. We don't really have too much left to offer this battle. And if we move on, you can see that there's just really Crypt Horrors left. And what about those 2 Blood Drakes? 60 health left. So, I mean, a good solid attack on them is going to wipe them out. 2 Blood Drakes attacking. They're getting kills. They're wiping out that group of crossbowmen. These Skeleton Warriors are beginning to degrade. Crypt Horrors are at 151 kills. That's only one group. Over here's another group. They have 15 left. They're at 201 kills, but they still have a lot of ranged units to fight. Now we're getting more enemies. Now they're at 4,375 that they would have had total. If it wasn't for the reinforcements, we probably would have won by now, but now the Red Duke is having to fight more. So we have more ranged attacks happening to him, and they have artillery hitting him too. Some direct hits. I mean, they got him in a crossfire. Everywhere he goes, arrows. Everywhere. These guys are all falling apart. The Crypt Horrors are trying. They're at 157. Over here, they're at 210. They're taking more damage now as we have Outriders attacking too. Those are nasty. My Blood Drakes are finally wiped out. They finally got them. Barely any kills. We go look at what's happening. We've got, let's see, some Skeleton Warriors and Graveguard who are still charging down. But we're outnumbered. Is it the fall of the Red Duke? Is it over? Is his army all done for? Because we're looking at all these knights who are now charging after my Crypt Horrors and destroying them. Because, I mean, they can't hope to beat that many knights. They can beat a few knights, but they can't beat that many knights. It's not an easy day to be part of my faction. The Red Duke is still fighting. He's at 6,135 health, only dropping now. He's using all of his buffs, Heart Piercing, Blade of Leaping Gold, Red Fury, all of that to debuff his foes. I mean, like, these huntsmen have no armor, so they're being hit by just claws that are just going right through them. They're naked. They're all naked. More Outriders. They have 28 kills, so clearly they were the ones who shot down all of my poor friends. And Albrecht is still fighting too. I'm going to have him leave the map soon, but he's still charging as well. He's at how many kills? 152, 153. He's still writing down a few handgunners helping me out, but I'm having him leave the map because he's got to. I'm trying to help these people survive the battlefield. That way they're not all wiped out right now. The Red Duke is at 692 for kills. And if we go look over here, we still have our 2 infantry groups moving in, but they're having to deal with Outriders and other units who can easily overwhelm them. The Red Duke is still fighting right now. He's charging back in. We have a Luminarch of Hysh to go after because right now it's going to take off some big chunks of health if we're not careful. I'm having to move around, but these guys like to break and then come back and shoot more. And look at all of these volleys again. They're just shooting him. They're destroying the Red Duke right now. Look at that Luminarch. 692. It's now terrified, but they seem to come back very quickly. And if we look elsewhere, let's see, we've got Red Mist. The Red Duke is getting ready. Going back into another fight. For all of my infantry, they're just done. There's way too many knights. These knights are just going to run them down. They have no chance, but they're going to fight in these broken, dirty fields. A stray shot from the Luminarch flies overhead. There's a full moon tonight. The Shrine of Ill Omen was correct indeed. It is aptly named. It is a correct name. Precise and accurate. The Red Duke is at 692 for kills. He's charging back in, going after whatever he's able to. We're trying to dodge the shots from that Luminarch. It does quite a bit of damage. I mean, that's 363 missile damage that we don't need to take right now. And it gets a hit off. He's at 4,000 health now. So that Luminarch has got to go. We've got to get rid of it right now. It's got to be destroyed. And now it's destroyed. The horses and the 2 men are dead. But now we've got to fight so many more of them who are left. Archers who are out of arrows, who are charging in. Outriders who deal devastating fusillades. We lost all of our soldiers. It's only the Red Duke now. Only the Red Duke remains. Is it the final stand of the Red Duke? Will it be over for him? We're going to watch him fight for a long period of time now to see if it is true or not. They have no commanders left. It's only their men. It's only the sheer will of the Imperial faith that sustains them here. But if it wasn't for that, my God, they would just all have broken by now. Who wouldn't break? Now the Red Duke gets to chase after anyone who's left. So we're going to watch him attack everyone. Everyone who's in proximity, everyone who's close by, anyone who wants to fight him in melee can do so right now. It's their chance to shine. They can do what they will, but the Red Duke is not going to give up today. Look at how many more are charging in. Outriders, we got some knights charging in. If we could just bind up those outriders, that would be great. I know how powerful they are. They are deadly. 721 kills. We're at 3,000 health now. Bladed Leaping Gold for our bonus versus infantry, more armor piercing damage. You can see how many of their men are left. So we're at how many? 583 Imperials left, and we have only 1 unit left right now. 2,900 health. They're essentially fighting a raid boss without any tanks. My God. Sir Nigel was wiped out. I don't know if he's dead or alive. Albrecht left the battlefield. I don't know what's going to happen to him. That mortar shell helped out a lot. No, keep on using your mortars. They're great. I don't know how much friendly fire they've dealt with, but I'm sure it's been a decent amount. That makes me very happy. Another breath from that zombie dragon. You can see all of the bullets flying, just bouncing off of the thick hide of that dragon. Even in death, it's still quite powerful. We've gone to the plane of bones, or the plains of many, to get our dragon. Oh boy. These knights are like, I'm out. I'm out of here. There are some knights left. We look at it right now, though. They have how many left? 491. The Red Duke is killed 781. He's at 2,000 health. Thankfully, they've lost a lot of ammunition. They still over here. Is that a mortar? It is a mortar. The mortar has 8 kills. Probably a lot more of their own. I wish we had a counter for friendly fire. That would be amusing and awesome. It looks like the mortar's no longer firing, and that's really a shame. I was hoping it would continue to fire, but even the AI knows better. You can witness the final battle of the Red Duke. Potentially the final battle. Without their ranged attacks, he's not going to lose nearly as much health. He's at 1,900 now. He's at 800 kills. Almost 850 kills. We're still fighting more of them. Oh, over here we've got some handgunners. They've got a few bits of shot left. Huntsmen are still alive. Archers are still alive, fighting him in melee. He's at 850 now for kills. Another charge from the knights. They're cycling their charges. And another charge from another group of knights. The Red Duke is at 1,700 health now, 872 kills. Let's just go over this battlefield, though. Let's go over how much I have fought. From over here, we've got bodies. All down this hill. We move down, and we see more bodies everywhere. Again, thousands have died on one battlefield. We've been fighting all over it. That usually doesn't happen, but here it had to happen. We go further down, my Crypt Horrors lay, well, they're just passively resting, all right? And now we have the final stage of the battle. Dealing with the Red Duke. He's at over 900 kills now. Scores of knights have been strewn out on the ground. These valiant men know that if they do not beat the Red Duke, they're done for. That's what I like to see. Oh, that guy is very dead. The Red Duke is still moving. They have many people who are beginning to fade in their leadership. So is the Red Duke. The Red Duke is now at 1,500 health, 944 kills, 45. How many do they have left now? 247 men. That group came charging in. One of those guys just got hit by a wing. The Red Duke is certainly exhausted. It would be great if I could have him dismount and he's like, okay, time to begin. They would freak out. And the battle is won. We won the battle. The Red Duke has survived at 969 kills. We have defeated them. They now flee before his might. The battle is over. We won that battle. Barely. We fought over 4,000 soldiers. Keep in mind, they had a lot of knights, and they were pretty much all veterans. They had Karl Franz here who killed 71 on his own. Outriders, mortars, Hellstone rocket batteries, a Luminarch. We won. Only the Red Duke survived that entire battle. Thankfully, we have some dead who were not completely wiped out, but my army was obliterated in that fight. I'm glad they do not have a follow-up, or we would be done for. The battle at the Shrine of Ill. Oh, okay, look at that. Causes terror when fighting against Empire. I mean, we have that by default because we have a zombie dragon, but cool. We did it. I'm still in awe of that fight. I really thought I was going to lose, and then the Red Duke went berserk towards the very end, losing his cool and slaughtering hundreds on his own. That's how powerful he is. If his army didn't do all that work, though, he would not have been able to make it. We had to take out leaders. It was just way too many gunners for us to really deal with. No matter where we went, no matter where we could go, we were shot up the entire time. War forever. We'll take more leadership, sure. But now it's time for him to move back. We need our good friend here to go away. I'm glad you have all these ward saves and everything else here. Is there anything else that I could give you that would benefit you? Not really. A potion of strength. I mean, I did give you that. Magic resistance. We do have a lot of those shards. A potion of healing wouldn't really help out. You were out of regeneration. I mean, that was a big fight. Needling, you can keep your lands for now. They have another army close by. Gerhard's Hellborg. Yep, so we're going to bring back the Red Duke now. It's about time to let him patch up a little bit. We'll go to Rortbad. I could probably have raised dead all I wanted to over there, but I still want him to go patch up for a little bit. Oh, we can get more Dreadwings already. We did lose our Dreadwings. We did lose one group of Blood Knights, or Blood Drakes. And for Sir Nigel, you can finally get your cart. Enjoy your unholy lodestone. Baron Jacques, let's go after that fort and begin to conquer into Sylvania. That's what we can do right now. We can conquer into Sylvania. Now, Jacques, I want you to pick up, let's see, anything important? You don't have your zombie dragon yet, so no. Order Draconis, you don't have any Blood Knights. So I'm going to give you Devastating Charge. Enjoy that. You have Damned Knights, but not Blood Knights. There's Manfred doing his manny thing over there. Whatever Manfred does, he's doing over there. Okay, so we've conquered a lot up here. Now we need to move to the east. I could ignore the men of the Empire for right now and go to Wolfenburg. You know what? I think I will. Lord Bohemond, I want you to come over here to Kappelberg. We're going to keep on pushing on them. That's what we can do right now. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to take up hunting grounds. I'm going to keep the Mausoleum for right now. What else do I have out here? I've got Castillon de Pervon. Talea isn't coming after me directly. Maybe I could leave. I mean, they're losing a lot due to attrition. That's a lot of dead people. Just dying. I'm going to move them. I might see about sneaking them over. Because if they can help me out, that would be ideal. But we're largely done with our current turn. Oh, you're a White King who's close by. Cool. Well, why don't you go after that army and try to damage his army? I mean, you failed, but I believe in you. Maybe one day Oh, wrong one. Assault units, here we go. Maybe one day. Now let's go spend some dark magic. I don't need to spend too much, but we can spend some of it. Let's build up these walls over here. In Stirland, we can build up, yeah, give me some alcohol. And for Wissenland, let's pick up some more gates. We have iron. We can corrupt more things. I'm trying to corrupt everything. It's what I do best. Here's a gibbet. And Jufbad. Let's upgrade Oakenhammer. I mean, we're out here. Maybe we can save it. I don't know. I don't really know, but we're going to try to. Now it's time for me to end my turn because there's not much more for me to do. I've got most of what I need right now. I just need to get our dear Red Duke to rebuild. I might even bring him back to like some recruitment area. Later, I would like to get him more Blood Knights. Like 2 more groups would be great. So we'll wait and see what we can do about that. But now we can end our turn. We have so much more to do, my friends. The battle, the war continues to really rage on. We've got to go after the rest of the Empire. And evidently, they have strength left. I mean, we fought 3 armies and they have more for me to slay. At Castle Drakenhof, we do have that issue of Volkmar being here. Oh, good. We wounded his units a bit. That's a good sign. I thought he had a full stack. I believe he did. Maybe he's having to disband some due to me taking so much of their land. Now we'll head over to Templehof. We're nearly there. We're just trying to get there in time. I don't believe we will, but it would be cool. Now, word's bad. I'm going to give you a thing. Give me a moment here. I'm going to pick up, I think for right now, Awakened Battlefield. There's not nearly as much corruption out here, that's true, but we're building up walls. I've got the dark magic to do whatever I want. And I had some recruitment area over in Altdorf, correct? I certainly do. I do. So we can actually move over here to Grunberg, recruit over there, and then head back to the front lines. Thankfully, we can move very far. We've got so many things to enhance our overall campaign movement. That's why we're able to move so far. Now it's time for Castillon to move out because we need another army. I need some help out here, man. It's actually pretty brutal. Poor Middenland or Nordland. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna huddle up over here. Don't mind us. Oh, I'll take Wolfenburg. That belongs to me now. We'll build up our walls. We'll destroy the recruitment buildings. We don't need those over there. Castle von Rocken, Wolfenburg, and Norden. 3 locations. Ostland should have a 4th. Every time. All right, Kappelberg. Your turn. A pretty big garrison for sure, but not big enough for me to go fight them on the walls. You've seen me fight them on the walls many times. So I don't need to do so again. We've gained some new traits like Executioner. Richter Puttkammer is over here. I don't know what that means, but it frightens me. Okay, we can build up in Talabecklin. We can build this up, a poaching camp. That's more trade goods and other benefits too. We've got some locations that are unhappy, so what I can do, I can just not tax them. I don't need all that money all the time. I have so much income coming in, we could just kind of cancel that out and keep some idea of peace. Oh, you know what? We could use it as another recruitment area. I like to have a few staging grounds around the map, especially as I begin to advance because I just lost an entire army, so now I can work on helping that out. All right, who's over here? Let's go assault his army. A failure. Ooh, shame. Shame on you. That's okay, though. And over here, Adelhard of Lyonesse, I'm going to pick up for you, my friend. Training, thick-skinned. Yeah, here's some more armor for you. Ooh, and Chilfroy, level 39. I like that. I'm going to give you now Scarred Veteran. You can have more health. And for Madeleine Leblanche, we shall give to her Soul Blight. Ah, indeed. Now we are done. We're under attack at Kappelberg. Richter came on over. I mean, that's to be expected. We don't have a full army, but hopefully we can win this battle. My numbers are not quite there. That's why you need undead to fill out your rank. See, I went down the route of elite armies. I thought that would be like a good thematic difference. Sorry, I thought I crashed for a brief moment. Anyway, I thought it would be like a good thematic difference than doing my hordes of Sylvania that I often do. I picked a lot of elite units to use instead, but I really should have had some more undead to kind of fill things out. But hopefully we can win this battle. They have a lot of mortars, they have wagons, they have handgunners, but thankfully only swordsmen, no demigryph knights. Thank freaking Nagash. What's great about our current battle is that we're going to use the Statue of Sigmar against all of them. It's a Stormy Knight, and they have artillery. The advantage is mine on battlefields like the one we're in. They have ranged units. I do not. I just need to wait for them to get over here. They could try to shoot, but they're going to hit the Statue of Sigmar. Hey, man. Thank you. Much appreciated, pal. Look at that. A few shots might even make it over. But we have trees too, thankfully. It really does help reduce the overall damage from all of their attacks. But here they are. All of these men are getting ready for a pretty brutal attack. They're having to fight in the woods. You never want to fight in the woods as Imperials. It never seems to go their way. Look at any artistic rendition of them fighting in the woods. It's usually like, oh crap, we couldn't see them coming. We're done for. They have war wagons, and war wagons do not do well in the woods either. They take damage. They have what's called bumpy ride. So whenever they're moving in the woods, they take a little bit of damage over time. If they're not moving, they're okay. So let's go look at my formation. Got all of my infantry, cryptors, just like all of them, just lined up, ready to go. A mortis engine back here, a Vargulf in the rear, or Fluffy, as we call them. So they're not moving in yet. They're waiting, but now they are. It took them a little bit. Now we can watch them begin to slowly walk to their graves. Here they come. They couldn't shoot over the statue, so they're like, all right, we gotta go in. Let's go fight, boys. All of you can make it. I believe in you. Maybe. I believe in you, maybe. We have another stand to make here. The Empire has got to fall. They are hitting the Mortis engine. I'm actually very shocked at how much damage mortars do to the Mortis engine. That's insane. It's a single unit. That's wild, man. Wow. Holy crap. You are very easy to damage, man. Looking at it right now, crumbling. Constant, huh? Anyway, let's have a look over here. The battle is now commencing. We have a few of our units attacking. And over here is where we have all of our ethereal knights getting ready to charge in. So we're being attacked from two sides right now. A bunch of rugged, hard men try to hold back my undead. But guess what? We're very spooky. Oh, indeed. So now I have all of my knights charging in together simultaneously, going after artillery, going after ranged units, engulfing what they have of their infantry over on my right flank to the right of the statue. We have Kurtoris back here all grouped up. They're still fighting. I believe their general. Yeah, their general came a little bit too far out. He's been separated, so now we're just going to kill him before we move on. Mortis engine is still pushing on, but it's taking a lot of damage. We have ethereals who are holding them back. Our Vargulf is being creepy in its movement and tackling down some of their units. The war wagon can sure deal some damage, but oh, we just punched that guy's top half. Okay, that's cool. I like that. But there goes Fluffy. As for our leader, we don't have to worry about him. The knights are now moving in from behind. What's left? A bunch of fleeing infantrymen. They came to attack me, and now they're dealing with spirits and undead. No, they do not like it. They do not like it indeed. My army here either takes a lot of damage or very little damage due to my build. It's a great build. I love the build. They need a lot of stuff to be able to take me on. You can see all the spirits too. All the summoned zombies. But how quickly they were smashed into pieces. There's not a lot left. We summoned in some zombies. I mean, that's going to pad their kills, but it's a great way to distract them, even for a little while. It allows my units to move around. Let's zoom out real quick and get a good overview. So now we're just chasing what's left of their units, like out over here, like their blasted war wagons, who are shooting apart my poor Mortis engine. Hopefully it rises back from the dead. If not, it's gone, which is fine. Those damn things are very fragile. I don't know how I feel about them in CTT as opposed to vanilla or other things. They're very, very, very fragile. Anyway, the knights are still going. And now we're just chasing after what's left. We've won the battle. We beat them. There's just a few things left. Oh, I love watching Vargulfs fight. They're one of my favorite early game units. Look at him go. Adorable. He's just hopping over. He's just here to greet you. There's our leader. Our leader has been fighting. 91 kills. They've got some halberds who are holding out. Now they run. Oh my god, how many were cut down just in that initial break? They've broken now. Well, Gunther, I hope you had a good time here. Hope you didn't have a bad time. I don't know why I like doing that. All right, well, Gunther, you had a good head on your shoulders. Just to let you know. You're not a bad guy. Oh, it's gone. Weird. We won that battle. There goes our Mortis engine, but they just take a lot of damage. I don't know how I felt about them. If it wasn't destroyed, then great, because I just saw some replenishment go up for it. So evidently it was saved because, you know, we're undead. We can do that stuff. Now, I'm not going to try here. There's no point in doing that just because. But, I mean, he did take a lot of damage. That's good for me. That weakened him. Oh, look who came over here. Gerhard coming in from behind. I'm telling you, these Imperials know how to wage a good war. They're doing a good job. That's really what I was looking for, a proper war. Now I have one army isolated on their own. I'll have to quickly try to get a new army up. And here comes the dwarves too, trying to do some hammer time over here. No outdated dances allowed in my premises. Oh well, can't trust a dwarf. Can't trust me, actually. Oh crap. Who can I trust? Can't even trust yourself. I'm a vampire. Who knows what I might do. Alright, anyway. About to be at a new turn now. I got a little mod where it says decline all diplomacy. That way you don't constantly have diplomatic events popping up to where you've got to click on your own. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to end my turn. Leave me alone. Alright, let's check it out now. Time for a new turn. Richter was killed. Good. Manfred was wounded. Bye-bye. We're torturing Manfred. He's like, dude, I just got here. Yeah, well. I'm here to torture you. Get over it. Now let's take up Scarred Veteran, or actually, why don't we take up Dark Pact? Plus 15 to leadership when attacking. I like that. And over here for Estelle, we'll give her a 3rd point over into the Penumbral Pendulum. It's a very expensive spell. It's pretty crazy. All right, I can go over there to go take on what she has. I can go over here to Castle Von Rocken. They have no one at Von Rocken, so I can just take it. Belongs to me now. Thank you. Much appreciated. So even though they're pushing in one general direction, they're getting kind of smacked on up here. Oh, absolutely. Let's build a Bellfire Brazier. I love those buildings, man. Corruption, you say? How much? All right. Now for you, the Red Duke. Let's get you some new units. My god, dwarves, get on my lands. You're all dying. Well, okay, stay here. It's fine. It'll be okay. Oh, I can get some Graveguard. How about that? Well, let's have a look over here. Where's my turn times? They're gone. Interesting. All right, let's have a look at what we need here. So we certainly do need some zombies. They're just cheap and easy. Just throw them in. All right, we have that. I do like my Crypt Horrors. They're very, very powerful. So I'm going to take that. Nigel didn't die. Hey, good for you, Nigel. I do not have my vampire. Oh, I need vampire crypts here? Okay. Well, what can I destroy for that? I could get rid of my Awakened Battlefield, but I'd like it quite a bit. All right. I'm going to be tier 5 soon. It won't help me out now, but at the very least, I'll have that. Oh, we do. Oh my god. Check out what we have over here. All right. All right. I'll take some Vargeist. How about that? Yeah. Extra spooky. We've got 19 out of 20. I've got more ethereal units, but that doesn't really help my issue of having line units, does it? Not really, no. All right, we'll take some more Graveguard. We just have like a lot of flying crazy units all over. I don't really need... Let's see, I got that Crypt Horror group. You know what? In exchange for having Vargeist, I'll just take that for now. Instead, we'll take some more Graveguard. It's gonna take my zombies, but forget about it. But it's going in, man. All right, we just need one more. What do I want here? I have my Mortis engine. I have my Vargeist. I could take one more group of them. I guess that would do a lot of damage. We'll give it a go. It'll be a pretty fragile army, but we'll give it a go anyway. Now, let's bring the Red Duke over here to the east. Now, Baron Jacques, you have a battle to fight, my friend. Let's just go take this location real fast, like, and we can just kind of hole up here for a turn. Kind of got to. Tempelhof. They won't have much of a garrison. They might even... Ooh, 20% ward save. Oh, boy. Put me in a good mood. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. The brass cleaver, more melee attack. I'll take that too. He's going to debuff foes while fighting them. Dude, I pity them. I really do. He's going to debuff them while hitting them in the face. Ah, Jackie. I shall give to you, Stalker. Yeah. That's what we want. Man, I cannot wait for Warhammer 1 heroes to be revamped. I hope they are one day. I really, really do, because they really need to be made more interesting like all the other heroes. There goes that dwarf hero. Can we go after another hero? Luther's over here. Oh, that would have been cool. He's a high-leveled warrior priest. Send him an upgrade. Yeah, upgrade that fort. I've got all the dark magic that you could ever want and need. I'm going to keep on upgrading what I have over here. Let's pick up. Let's see. We need an armory if I'm going to use it for recruitment as well. We'll take that. Okay. I don't really have much else to upgrade, do I? Not really, no. Okay, who do I need to move now? Lord Bohemond Manslayer is close by. Right by Bechoffen. Beckhoffen? I have no idea how to... Someone tell me how to pronounce that phonetically, please. Just break it down for someone who is from America and speaks English and is not used to... Oh man, that's a lot. Alright. We'll build up our siege tower. It'll take one turn. Ornery Backslider. That sounds like a very lewd pornographic name. I do not... No. I do not approve. Okay. Question de Pervon. Aid me, my friend. Let's go. Do we have friends? Do vampires have friends? Alright, Lord Chilfoy. What do we have over here? God, veteran, you say. There we go. Now he's a beefy boy. Alright, let's have a look at what we've not given out yet. Here's some armor for you. Some magic resistance. I mean, that's a lot of magic resistance. You hate men. Okay. Interesting. Devious for you. I know we've got some more heroes around here. Oh, you're rank 16. Good for you. I'm going to call you the Executioner. You know what? We'll do that right now, in fact. Thine Executioner. Now, our White King is an Executioner. We'll call him the other Executioner. There we go. Now we know about those two. I still have to find some more names for our Necromancer and Vampirus. Once I find them, they'll be named for sure. Let's have a look at diplomacy real quick. Brock Var hates me, sure. Does anyone not hate me? Oh dear. The Varg hate me, but they're trading with me. They're like, I hate you, but I'll take your money. Hembry is okay with me, which is interesting. That's actually a faction that shouldn't be. They're led by Cetra. I mean, I'll take it. They're pretty weak now. Interesting. Let's end our turn. Eckhard of Altdorf has come to attack us. Let's go fight him and beat his army. Now, we've got Lord Bohemond Manslayer. Good luck. Eckhard came to attack me. We have a reinforcing army to handle, so we have our ethereals now fending them off. Eventually, they're all going to move in. We have our knights charging out right now. We have more crypt horrors and others moving in. Here's our Mortis engine. And Fluffy. We have zombies that are going to help keep them still. And while they're still, we just need to wait for our knights to get together. They're going to be charging out over here to go handle that enemy army. We have a reinforcing wave afterwards. Fortunately, it's nothing specialized or I would be in trouble. Now we just need to destroy what they have over here. All these infantrymen need to go away. Here's a Huntsman General. They had an Amethyst Wizard, but they said, you know what, we're leaving. That man's standing up while flying in the sky. Terrifying. Now that's a champion. Let's go back and look out at the battle again. More undead for them to deal with. But now we have all of our ethereals who have charged into their reinforcing army, or at least the main army that was here initially. Because they only take a certain amount of damage from physical damage. Oh, we're in a good position. We're in a very good position. We can chase after war wagons. We can go after outriders, whoever that we want to, because I've got so many knights. In fact, I have one group that's actually going after outriders right now. That way they can't stay stationary and shoot us. We're attacking more war wagons. We have our army now rallying back up while these knights are all fighting. They debuffed my knights with the enfeebling foe. That's fine. We'll be here in just a minute. Here's a... Oh, here you are, Eckhard. Getting knocked down. Good. Now it's time for more zombies to distract them. It keeps them all busy. I mean, that's a pretty big army. They have how many total? 1,300 left. I've got a bit more, thankfully. So now it's time to bring my army over to come fight. We wiped out all of them. We lost very few in that battle. They were at the very edge, so whenever they break, they tend to leave the battlefield outright. While they're being bogged down by our zombies, we can shoot. We can shoot and we can win. There's another mortar shell, and our knights are just running them down. So there's not too much left. If we look at my knights, I mean, they're very strong. They're using a formation right now called Lance, giving them more of a charge bonus and also more charge speed. They have, what, 43 melee attack, 43 melee defense, a speed of 75, so they're pretty fast, armor of 64, but they also have a physical resistance of 80%. They have a charge bonus of 68 and weapon strength of 53. Now, 36 of that would be armor piercing. They have a bonus when fighting large creatures. I mean, these are questing knights who are damned. So a bunch of knights aren't too much for them. The Mortis engine is now chasing after a few more of them. You can see where all of my units are now moving in now. They're just kind of mobbing one group of halberds who are keeping us back. Fluffy has killed 65 now. Whenever their formations are broken up, a Vargulf does so well. Like that. Our leader is now going after some war wagons, getting ready to destroy them so that they can't attack either. The Kurtors are still charging in. We still have over here our Grave Guard who are attacking a group of halberds, though they are debuffed, so evidently they still have their Wizard Lord. Yeah, he's right over here. No kills for him so far. We have our knights still chasing after a few other units. We got rid of some war wagons. They got some kills though. I mean, look at that. Pretty impressive, really. But they're broken now. These swordsmen are shaken. There's only 14 of them. That's pretty wild. Anyway. Here's the battle right now. You can see all of my Kurtors that are moving. We got one group that's going after one Empire Captain right now. There's a Mortis engine left. We're just chasing after what's left. It looks like they've all broken. So you saw what I did. I took out one enemy army quickly, right at where they came in. The battle is pretty much over now. We don't have much to worry about. We just need to chase after those who remain. The fewer survivors we have, the better off we are. Well, my friends, we have done it. We have fought well for Mousillon again. Well, we won that battle. Why don't we replenish? Yeah, I mean, that'll put me at full health. We killed their leader too. Imagine charging out with your leader and he dies and you have to go back to your fort. Going, okay, I'm sure things will work out. No, they're not going to work out. Not for him anyway, not for them. The people of Rankland are having a really hard time today. I don't blame them for, wanting to give up. They're like, but we haven't given up yet. Yeah, well, you should. You probably should give up. There's Talea, Barakvar, Krakasul. But all these factions who are left, like the dwarfs, I don't know what we'll fight after Reichland. It really depends on how all of you feel about what we should do next. I'll talk about it later. If I feel like we're done, then we're done. But, who knows? My big goal was to conquer the Empire, but we're not done doing that yet. The Doomtide, another Chaos Horde, is coming right in. Let's go look around real quick. The Red Duke is close by. He's going to move over to Needling. Ooh, we can't quite reach it, Wolfram. Lucky you, lucky day. There's two armies over here with Volkmar and Gerhard. Okay. We can stay put for now. Probably want to. Alright, let's have a look around the map real quick. Where am I moving? Castle von Rocken? Okay. Kislev is alive for now. I have a feeling Chaos might get them eventually. Now that we have more Doomtides rolling in. Okay, let's go after Achafen. We can occupy it. Shield of Tolos, right? We'll destroy these two. Well, I'll keep the Urn Maker's pottery. Now we can move down. We can bring our other army down over here to Nagenhof. Ostermark, good. A full 4 provinces. Mordheim, Nagenhof, good stuff, man. Look at Mordheim, right over here. It should have a special landmark building. If it doesn't, that's weird. Does it? I don't believe it does. Huh. That's a shame. It should. It's Mordheim. Okay, let's go look over here now. Albrecht, at rank 28, we'll put a point over into, let's have a look around here. Deadly Blade, it gives you more melee attack. You have a higher chance to hit. Cassian, we don't really need you out here anymore, but I'm going to keep you out here because who knows. Might have to kill some other enemies later. All right, let's upgrade a few things around the map. Baron Jacques is rank 14. He's more powerful than he was before. We'll give him Bloodlust, a great buff. Got over here Lord Bohemond. What are we going to give him? Scarred Veteran? Sure. Oh, look at that amount of health. Perfect. 6,666 health. It's a powerful man. He's extra evil now. All right. Let's go after whatever we can. If we can, go after anything at all with our agents who are out here. I like to name them kind of like goofy names like that. It's kind of goofy, but also serious too. It lets me know what they're for. That way, when I look at them, I immediately know, oh, okay, you're meant to just be used on the field. Okay. End their turn now. And I will let you know that we're having a pretty good time with this campaign. It's a lot of population growth. A new turn now. Let's have a look around here and see what they're doing. They're besieging Templehof. Well, that's pretty rude of you. Who is it? Volkmar? Hey, Volkmar. Good luck, man. What about your agents? Good, you wounded him. I want to get rid of all their agents if we can. Critical failure. Ah, well. You're not dead. Look at Luther at level 33. I cannot wait to use him as an Imperial faction one day. I don't know when we'll do it, but one day we're going to use him. I'd love to make my own custom lord. I need to learn how to do some basic modding and make my own custom lord. That would be really cool. Here's where we're at over here, but that would be a lot of work. Telebeklin's over here. Okay, there's Kappelberg. What else do we need in Kappelberg? I mean, we have some recruitment areas. That's cool and all. What more do we need, though? We have our reliquary. I suppose we could pick up a Sinister Copse, but we do not have the Vampire Crypts. Well, we can get it later, I suppose. That'll work. We do grow quickly, and I have a lot of magic. So very much on the magic department. There we go. Oslin's over here. Upgrading walls. Ostermark. Let's go have a look at what you need. Improved walls, you say? Every single time. Ah, here we go. The Altdorf College of Forbidden Magic. We're like a super edgy school for a bad Harry Potter universe. Okay, and over here, a Dark Port for more money and growth. So we can also build our occupied Imperial Palace. That's really cool. Wow. Altdorf is about to become my supreme capital. What shall we call it? Greater Mousillon? Ah, indeed. Jufbar, you need to be upgraded too. Here is your guardhouse. So far, you're holding out just okay. Let's have a look around the map real quick. All right, so right now, the Red Duke will go after Niedling. Pretty decently sized army. Do you want to fight me? Like, is that a thing that you want to do? Because you can if you want. We'll have a siege tower in one turn. Cool. All right. Lord Chilfroy of Artois, he's up here. We're going to bring him down to Nagenhof. Yeah, that'll work out. Then Lord Bohemond will move down to Essen. He'll be there in one more turn. We're just hitting every location they own now. At rank 22, let's see. For Lord Bohemond, let's give him Lionhearted. Well, we don't have Stand Your Ground, so no point in doing that. But I will get basic training. There we go. Figure loss reduction. I mean, it's for his undead army, but hey. Here we go. More Blood Knights. Blood Knights. See, gotta say it like that. The Worm Killer, huh? I used to say Rem. The Rim Killer. Name of an undead porno. Okay. Wound Maker, 5% more weapon strength. Let's see. It's just like words that you know the meaning of, but you never really hear them spoken aloud. That's usually what gets me. But when I hear it, I'm like, oh, okay. Gotcha. Languages. They're crazy. All right, now we just need to move Cassian. Cassian will move towards the fort. Obersteyr. And we shall call it here for right now, because we've got some serious battles to play out. Let me know what you think of the campaign and if we should continue on after Reichland. If we do not, we can have our finale potentially tomorrow and have a new campaign on the following day. Anyway, everyone, thank you for watching, and as always, until then.